Well, breaking news coming in at the moment. As we've been reporting, over the last 2 days, certain parts of Hyderabad Central University campus have turned into a hotbed due to frequent protests by students opposing the Telangana government's proposal to auction 400 acres of land there. But now, news just coming in, a BJP delegation who was trying to visit the campus, that delegation has been blocked. BJP delegation tried to visit the HCU campus. There was heavy police deployment near the campus. However, we have been told that this delegation of the Bharatiya Janata Party were not permitted to enter the campus. Uma Sudhir has further details for us regarding this developing story. She joins us over the phone line at the moment. Uma, what's the latest you can disclose to our viewers regarding the tension on the Hyderabad University campus?
So BJP delegation led by Alleti Maheshwar Reddy, who is the BJP State Assembly floor leader, and also other MLAs from the BJP have in fact headed to the Hyderabad Central University, where adjunct to that is the 400-acre land parcel, which is Kancha Gachibowli, where the government intends to undertake land development and develop it into an IT park, and that is also to be put up for auction. And at a time when the students there are protesting, calling this as destruction of the lung space of the university and of the city itself. That's when the BJP delegation has gone there. Just to put things in perspective, one is this is a central university that we are talking about, Hyderabad Central University. So in that sense, certainly independent of the control of the state government, and that's why the students there are able to take on the state government and questioning what they say as, the land of the university also encroached upon is what they are saying. But the 400-acre parcel per se, the Supreme Court as well as the High Court have said that this belongs to the government of Telangana, and even when the BRS was in power, they had argued for that land. It was under litigation at that time, and they had argued for that to be declared as the land of the government of Telangana. So what was in dispute was only a demarcation of the boundaries itself of this area, because just by the side of it is the University of Hyderabad. So the BRS leader, Mr. K.T. Ramarao, talking about not just the flora and fauna, but also he has put out video of the deer that populate that area, that all of that has been put to risk, and he is pointing to the environmental risk or the risk to the species there, arguing that the lung space should be spared in this particular area. But the BJP also had in fact got into this controversy, talking about not just the environmental aspect of it, but also pointing fingers at the BJP, saying that you had also done something similar at that time, and now shedding crocodile tears for the green lung of Hyderabad. Back to you.
Right, Uma, also the Congress maintains that the Supreme Court has said that the land belongs to the government, and in fact the Congress has also claimed that this new project will lead to employment generation while also being sustainable.
Yes, the government stand is very clear. They have put out a press release in which they have clarified, saying that the 400 acres of land has been declared by the Supreme Court to belong to the government of Telangana, though this parcel of land was given to a private entity, IMT Bharta, when Mr. Chandrababu Naidu was Chief Minister. But subsequently, because the sports complex was meant to be developed there, and that was not developed by this private entity, and therefore the state government had sought to take the land back, and that is what had led to a litigation. And successive governments of Telangana, earlier Andhra Pradesh and subsequently Telangana, have argued for it to be declared as government land, and that is what the Apex Court has also done. So the argument is not about the ownership of the land. This also happens to fall near the IT corridor of Hyderabad, and which is why the government is talking about development of that area into an IT park, because that will be an economic growth engine for the state of Hyderabad, for the state of Telangana and for Hyderabad itself. So government's plans is that they are saying that we are not disturbing any of the water bodies. Water bodies like the Peacock Lake and Buffalo Lake that are being spoken about are outside this 400-acre land parcel that we are talking about. And they have also said that, Mushroom Rock, which is a rock formation, all that will be protected by it. And they have also declared in their press release and by statements from the government that we are committed to protecting the micro-environment of that area, and we do not intend to undertake any development that is ecologically unsustainable. So the government insisting that for development, they have to take up this 400-acre campus, whereas the BRS and the BJP here opposing the move.
Right, as my colleague Uma is reporting, Kancha Gachibowli is actually located in the heart of Hyderabad's IT corridor. In fact, Chief Minister Revant Reddy, while speaking in the assembly, recently had claimed that the protests were politically motivated and that there are no tigers or deers in that area, but some cunning foxes are trying to obstruct development. This is what he had said in the assembly, alleging that the opposition was inciting student protests and also filing PIL pleas to stall this project. But Uma, the Hyderabad Police Commissioner had said close to 50 students were taken into preventive custody. What's the status at the moment? Are these students still in custody?
No, what had happened was that over the weekend, when there were holidays, in fact, Saturday, Sunday, and then again Monday was Eid. And in that period, the government had moved JBC machines there, and the earth movers were brought in there to clear the area, and that area was to be used for the auctioning purpose that the government has already made clear and declared its intent to auction that area of land and develop it into an IT park. So that is on the one hand. While that was happening, the students noticed the JBCs coming in, and they had, in fact, gone in there. About 50, 60 students had gone in there, and they had protested, and they had climbed onto the JBC, not allowing it to work. And the government moved these people away into preventive custody, and we saw multiple students, entering into a scuffle with the police. They were pulled away from that area, and the government said that it's intrusion into government work in that area because that area does not belong to the University of Hyderabad. They also said that not an inch of land belongs to the University of Hyderabad, and two students, in fact, have been booked as accused for doing this. The others were just in preventive custody who have been let off. But two students who, one report of the DCP says that they are students of the university, and another note that was released by the police suggested that they are not students of the university. So there is confusion about the identity of these people. But the government, yes, you're right. Chief Minister said that this is politically motivated and that the BRS is trying to use the students in order to target the government while spreading lies, is the stand of the Chief Minister and the government, saying that the BRS government is, trying to propagate as though the university land has been taken over, whereas they say that the 400 acres that they have identified for the auction is government land and going to be used for development and for creating jobs.
As always, Uma, thank you so much for joining us with the latest details.